Bitcoin is pumping, now what? That's what today's show is about. I'm sorry for being late. I've actually just been dragged into a 𝗕𝗘𝗙𝗢 meeting, which is very, very interesting. I'm gonna give you some, I literally just hanged up the phone. I'm giving you the first ever, when we talk about this, you know, some stuff, whatever I can tell you, I don't know, we'll see. But we're gonna talk about the markets, we're gonna talk about trades, we're gonna talk about what's happening. I'll be very honest with you, it's been a complete fucking shit show. I didn't wanna do a show today because I didn't have time, but then I'm here. I'm here for about 20 minutes. We gotta squeeze the most out of it. If you are returning to the channel, you know what's up, you know how we do this stuff. If you're not, you look around the channel because today is not gonna be a regular show. But yeah, let's jump into it, guys. Thank you so much for being here. We have 35 people. Yeah, I know I messed up. I know we don't have the waiting room that we usually have, but that's absolutely fine. Let's jump into it. I see that we have 33 people and we have 24 likes, so that's absolutely fine. I'm not gonna beg for likes now. Let's go. For number one, very, very important, before we deep dive into the content, I want to let you know that the content of this video is for informational purposes only and not financial advice. You do you, I do me. If you follow, that's on you. I'm very happy and all that. So let's jump into the content, guys. First of all, we had very, very nice, the reversal that I've been talking about is now happening. Seems like it's happening, but I'm still not completely convinced, and I'll tell you why. If you look at the 4-hour on Bitcoin, this is what we've been waiting for quite some time now, right? If you look at on the daily here, we do have a 50% retrace, even if you pull it from the very bottom here. So even if you pull it from the very bottom, we do have, oh, not on this, on the total market cap, we do have a 50% on the daily, on the weekly, and we have a 50% on the daily down here. From there, we made a higher high. We formed a market structure shift on the 4-hour, which is a very strong indication for us to see a reversal happening. Now, this is great because, as I explained, you know, Monday, Tuesday is usually manipulation and accumulation manipulation, and then you get into like Wednesday, Thursday, and then Thursday market usually reverses, and we see the moves that is going to happen in the next weeks and whatnot. So if you see here, we have massive liquidity built up, also internal liquidity and also external liquidity, relative equal highs, a lot of liquidity, a liquidity pool up here, which means that this should be taken very quickly, fairly quickly. I would definitely not be surprised if we take all-time highs this weekend or next week, but there are some concerning things that I want to talk about, and that's what we're going to talk about now, right? Let me jump into this. The reason why I have to leave, actually, the reason why I'm a little bit rushing, because in 10 minutes we have a monthly management meeting with Banter. It's like a 2-3 hour thing that you have to attend, and you have to be there, and you have to focus, and yeah, it's just crazy times. It's good, it's just crazy. So here's what I've been expecting, right? So once we made this higher high on the 1 hour and the 4-hour market structure shift, basically, what I was expecting, and I explained in yesterday's show, is that I need to see a 50% retrace. And we did see the 50% retrace, and from there, we saw a higher high. Now, the reason why I got into a long position here is because we did have a 15-minute market structure shift here, not down in the hourly discount, and that was the problem, but we did get that now. And as I explained, if you look at this, it's INJ, and this is render. Okay, it doesn't really matter, but that was a post. The guy posted that I actually talked about this on yesterday's show, exactly this, and it turned out to be what I was predicting. So what I said, that I'm not selling because the discount zone is pretty close. So what you want to do is you want to wait for a market structure shift. You want to wait for a close below here that we consider a market structure break, a 15-minute close below, and then we consider a 15-minute close above. That way you can get into a position. This is what I always say. We did have that. So even if you didn't get in here, I don't know if it came back 50, actually it just came back perfectly 50. So this would have been the entry that you could have taken without my supervision. But I've been in here, I'm in this trade, I'm actually 30x long. I think we are going to see a massive run, but here are the concerning things, and this is why I'm not that confident. Number one, we do see a higher high on the 1 hour. Guys, I'm so thirsty, you have no idea. Let me look at the chat as well until then. So weird, because I want to give you the info, I want to help you, you know, but it's just no time. GM, yo. Bring on the crypto wisdom. I'm pouring it on you. I smashed the like, that's great. GM Chizo, GM Dre, Azmir, nice to see you around. It's the 50%. You always wait for 50%. You see a market structure shift, you wait for the 50. Look at this, it's even an hourly. Fuck, we're going higher, guys. We are going higher. Look at this, this is even the hourly. So like, If you look here, you have a market structure shift here. The best place to enter is the 50%. So if you go down to 15 minute and you see this is a market structure shift, you pull the 50% fib and you enter on the 50% and discount it. This would have been a perfect entry. Perfect entry. But when you see a strong market structure shift, you can enter wherever you want to enter because it will probably work out. I see all of you guys. So nice seeing you here. 𝗕𝗘𝗙𝗢𝗙, CNN and Fox News. Fox News. Okay, CNN, other thing. Okay, here is the good thing. Here's the good thing. On the hourly, we have a market structure shift up here, right? It's fantastic, very good. Pull the 50. You should have this is the concerning part. This is why I'm not like, oh, we're going higher now. It can happen. First of all, my big conviction is that this level will hold. We're not going below 60,000 before we take the highs. We're not going below 60 before we take at least 66,000. So that's just what I'm thinking. I got enough financial advice. What can happen is that we are accumulating in this area. And usually what happens is that when accumulation area like this happens, usually we see a push to a bearish OB and then a rejection from there, right? So that's kind of what can happen. And if we see a rejection, the rejection will come in. Let me just mute this here. The rejection will possibly come down to the 50%. So even if we do go higher, around 61,700 is still in the cards, which we're talking about tiny moves. It's like 2-3%. But if you're in leverage, if you're in 3x and you start longing, or 30x and you start longing now, whatever, this is substantial. So this is what I would, two main scenarios. Number one, we go down here somewhere in discount, we reverse from some of the inefficiencies up here or up here, and then we basically move. If that happens, look for a 5-minute market structure shift, as I showed you here as well, 5 or 15 or 1 hour, depending on what you get. The higher the time frame, the better it is. Other than that's one scenario. The second scenario is we just start mooning from here. I mean, and that's also a possibility that we start mooning from here and we are going up all the way to this point of interest at 66,000. That will be a very, very dangerous zone. This level is responsible for the major breakdown here on this leg. Although because we took the 4 hour, I don't think that this is going to stop the move, but you have to take it level by level. As I always say, I'm not a wizard. I can't predict the market, but I can just give you the possibilities and the probabilities. Probability is that we're going to see this. Oh, not that low. No, sorry. We're going to see this, a little bit push, come back, moon, come back, moon. This is the highest possibility. But what can happen as well, we start pushing and then we see a rejection there, come back for 50 here and then move on. Or possibly it doesn't give a fuck and it just starts mooning all the way up to the 71,000 region. And if it's there, probably going to take the highs as well. So that's what I'm looking at on Bitcoin. Let me look at some. This is what I explained yesterday on INJ, a reaction from this level and then just move on. I think it's not a stupid buy. I mean, the problem is that the reason why I would not do this on leverage is because this might get taken. So I said that you should not do it on leverage. You should not buy in at that moment, but you could buy in spot. Get wick through. So we have to see. So from this, so wick through, this level can be wick through. Lots of liquidity here, right? So I was saying that there is a lot of liquidity down here. And if you look at INJ, again, I'm just telling you, if you pay attention to these lives, you are making money. I'm telling you, you are making money. And I don't want to update you all the time. You have to make your own decisions. And if you look at it on the 15-minute or on the 5-minute as well. So if you can look at it on the 15, but even if you look at it on the 5-minute, what did I say? This might be wigged. There is a close below there. Market structure shift. Market structure break, sorry. Market structure break. Market structure break, and then you have a market structure shift. Perfect entry. What does it do? It comes back 50. Where does it come back 50? Here. Where is your entry? Here. This is your stop loss. You're very fucking welcome. Again, if you paid attention to yesterday's live, you could have taken this trade. But even if you just bought spot, you're up like, I don't even know what it is. 10%, right? 10%. You had even if you play the hourly market structure shift, look at this. Even if you played this and you got your entry in here at the break, you're up nicely. So that went well. Let's look at I would rather wait for this RNDR 50 and then look for a 5-minute market structure shift. So I would look for it to come back to the breaker down here at around 10.24, and then from there on look for a reversal, like a market structure shift up here. Yeah. So what I'm saying is that you gotta look for a market structure shift. Right, so if you look at RNDR, This is exactly what happened. So this is why I was explaining. This is where the show was. I was saying we need to see a market structure shift, a 5-minute market structure shift. What happens? It comes down. It has a push. Let me just delete this here. It almost perfectly happened. But what did I say? You come, you see a push here. Where is the market structure shift? Down here, market structure break, market structure shift. You can get it in on the break, or you can get it on the 50 if you get it. You got the 50% correctly. That's it. You got in. It's a decent trade as well. Since our entry, even if you have just gotten in here on the 50 retrace, you're up almost 10% on this trade. So congratulations if you took that trade. Bitcoin dominance, I'm not even going to talk about it. I'm probably going to just close it now because it doesn't, you know, it's like I told you about it. I think it's going to have a little bit of retrace and then just snoop from here. I think the top 4, the dominance is in for this bull. USDT dominance. Look at this. Look at, fuck me, man. Like, it's just, oh my God. I wish I could find. My cousins, he should have found this as well. I said that we're going to go up to the 50%. Look at this. This is what I said. I said we're going to come up to the 50. You know what? I'm actually going to look this up. I'm going to look this up for you. I have literally 2 minutes to attend on the meeting, so it doesn't. But look at this. Somewhere here. I don't know where it is, but now we're going to test him if the timestamps are correct. USDT dominance. Well, if you look at the USDT dominance, talked about this. I don't even have to say anything. Look at this. It's down here as well. I would expect a pump on Bitcoin dominance. This is also one of the reasons why I expect a dump on Bitcoin and cryptos in general, because I would expect a reversal and a little bit of retrace on the USDT dominance up to the 5.1 region. 5.1 region. Where did it go? What was the point? What was the? It's 5.01. Okay, so the hold on. The top here. What was the top here? 5.08. I missed it by 0.02%. 0.02%. Okay, so that came up. We are going lower on this one. Total market cap. This is total two. No, it's total market cap. Yeah, nicely done here as well. So I said we are going to come down lower. We got to take the high. We came back 50 again perfectly. I think, guys, we're going up. Again, not financial advice. I think we are going up. I'm going to look for entries. I will not have time to look at your coins today. I'm so sorry. And probably this show is not going to get great views either. But it's fine because if you guys are here and you are making money out of this, I am super grateful and happy. So let me just check in with the chat as well. Take a gummy before your meeting. It's too late. It's too late. Good morning. Good morning. Please discuss Adam and Super. Oh, I'm going to talk about 𝗕𝗘𝗙𝗢 now. I have to tell you what the meeting was about. Now that you waited all long, why the fuck is this not working? I need to use like a Bluetooth. I have this gaming mouse that I had forever. I need a new mouse. It's not nice. Let me show you. I'm going to talk about 𝗕𝗘𝗢. So just 2 seconds on 𝗕𝗘𝗢. We just had a meeting on how to manage the burning mechanism from sponsors, and it's going to be absolutely fucking insane. It's going to be really crazy. We're going to do, I'm not going to tell you exact numbers, but we're going to do massive fucking burns, token burns. Sponsors come in, we've paid a team. I mean, not us, but the animators and the script writers and whatnot, and then crazy burn going on from there. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I apologize, but I have to leave. I know it's a 13-minute show, and I know that we usually do longer shows, but I wanted to update you. In general, my idea, always look for the 50% on major coins and try to get in on the action. Please make sure that you are not over leveraged. There could be a pullback now coming to the 50% region on the 1 hour, like we do leave liquidity behind, so we can see a little bit of retrace. If that happens, I'm going to buy the dip because I think that's the way to go forward. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here, supporting, being awesome. Yeah, and I believe I'll see you in the next one.